to take a look at the book of Daniel, and it can be further understood in chapter 7. And notice in chapter 7, this is where the 4 beasts are described. The first one like a lion, the second one like a bear, third one like a leopard, and then a fourth terrible, fearsome one. And we'll notice that in Daniel chapter 7, it's described what will happen at the end. Thrones placed before the Ancient of Days, and his clothing was white as snow, and the hair of his head was like clean wool. His throne was flames of fire, its wheels were a burning fire. There was a stream of fire flowing and going out from before him. And there were 1,000 thousands that kept ministering to him, and 10,000 times 10,000 that kept standing before him. So these are the angels that Jesus Christ will send forth. And notice, now it says, the court took its seat, and there were books that were opened. What are these books? I believe these books are the same scrolls mentioned in Revelation chapter 20. And so if we go to Revelation chapter 20, it says that the scroll of life will be opened. And I saw the dead, the great and the small, standing before the throne, and scrolls were opened. And another scroll was opened. It is the scroll of life. And the dead were judged out of the things written in the scrolls according to their deeds. So here in Daniel, these books that were opened are the scrolls. And now notice that what happens to that fourth terrible beast. I kept on beholding until the beast was killed and its body was destroyed and it was given to the burning fire. Do you see the parallel to that scripture in Matthew chapter 13 where Jesus Christ said his angels would pitch them into the burning fire? Now, it says here, as for the rest of the beasts, their rulerships were taken away, but there was a lengthening in life given to them for a time and a season. And so these rest of the beasts, the lion, the bear, the leopard, their life is extended for a short while. And so the fourth terrible beast is the one that has taken hold of Jesus Christ's kingdom and undermined Christianity. And so it's my belief that these other beasts are early iterations of Christian organizations. Now notice what happens at the end. It says, the angel describes to him, to Daniel, what will happen to this last wild beast. It says, the court itself proceeded to sit, and his own rulership they finally take away. So who's ruling Christianity at the end of the world, the conclusion of the system of things? The man of lawlessness, the sons of destruction. And notice what happens. Annihilated and destroyed totally. Remember in 2 Thessalonians, it told us that Jesus Christ would bring him to nothing at the manifestation of his presence. He will annihilate him and destroy him totally. So it's important here for a Christian to understand that these beasts are Christianity. These are Christian organizations. Now once this rulership is taken away and the man of lawlessness is annihilated or brought to nothing, what happens to Jesus Christ's kingdom? It says, and the kingdom and the rulership and the grandeur of the kingdoms under all the heavens were given to the people who are who? The holy ones of the Supreme One. Their kingdom is an indefinitely lasting kingdom, and all rulerships will serve and obey even them. And so these holy ones, these are the righteous ones who will be in the kingdom when Jesus Christ returns and removes that man of lawlessness, the sons of destruction. And so understand that until after Jesus Christ returns, the rulership of Christianity will not be through the holy ones. This is important for every Christian in the world to understand. You go to church every Sunday and believe that you are correctly worshiping or glorifying God. And yet, immediately before Jesus Christ returns, the holy ones who will be ruling Christianity, their kingdom will be an indefinitely lasting kingdom. Those holy ones will not be ruling the church. Who will be ruling the church? The man of lawlessness. And it will not be until Jesus Christ returns that his rulership will be taken away. And Jesus Christ's manifestation will bring him to nothing. If you're a Christian who for the first time is realizing this, then I really do hope you are trembling at his word, as it says in Isaiah chapter 66, and that you bring this to your own Christian brothers' attention. However, upon doing that, do expect that your own Christian brothers will hate you for questioning their religion. Christianity is in a terrible predicament. So now, if you are a Christian who is understanding these things for the first time, that Christianity will be successfully undermined by Satan immediately before Jesus Christ returns, then I recommend that you look at some more of the videos in my channel. And remember that in 2 Thessalonians, that it said that God lets an operation of error go to them, that they may get to believing the lie. And so if you do go to my YouTube channel, which is Isaiah 30 V8, there's a link on my channel page, the website link, to a blog where I have a video that describes the lie. And you can also get a book in hard copy by clicking on this link, and that will take you to a place where you can get a hard copy of a 130-page book which describes who the man of lawlessness is. And this is a print-on-demand publishing company called Lulu. You can reach that link through my channel page. Also, if you want to read the book electronically, go to my blog, click on the Script D icon on the bottom of the sidebar in my blog, and it will take you to a place where you can download a copy of my book, or you could read it online through the Script D interface. And so I strongly recommend that every Christian does that and examine the circumstances of Christianity immediately before Jesus Christ returns. Now on my YouTube page, there is also many other videos which describe the man of lawlessness and the predicament that Christianity is in. And I recommend that you start with Jehovah's Witnesses desolated, and that can be reached through my channel page. And there's 10 videos. They're about 10 minutes each. It'll take about an hour to watch them, and I describe in detail how the man of lawlessness has entered the temple and undermined Christianity, or Jesus Christ's covenant that he inaugurated with his death. Please spend time examining these things. Now, if you are indeed a righteous Christian, there's a very good chance that the things I've presented in this video have been very disturbing and difficult to bear, and perhaps even tormenting. And yet, I'd like to draw your attention to something that Jesus Christ said in John chapter 16. Listen carefully to what he said. I have many things yet to say to you, but you are not able to bear them at present. However, when that one arrives, the Spirit of the truth, he will guide you into all the truth, for he will not speak of his own impulse, but what things he hears, he will speak, and he will declare to you the things coming. That one will glorify me, because he will receive from what is mine and will declare it to you. And so, hopefully that will bring you some comfort that, yes, indeed, Jesus Christ had difficult news for Christians, and if you've persevered through my video, I think you'll understand why. And yet, remember what he said later. He said, most truly I say to you, you will weep and wail, but the world will rejoice. You will be grieved, but your grief will be turned into joy. A woman, when she is giving birth, has grief, because her hour has arrived. But when she has brought forth the young child, she remembers the tribulation no more, because of the joy that a man has been born into the world. You also, therefore, are now indeed having grief, but I shall see you again, and your hearts will rejoice, and your joy no one will take from you. And so I hope you've taken note of the things I've said in this video. And please remember that Jesus Christ, in Matthew chapter 24, told us that the ones who will be swept away in the flood are those who will take no note. So remember what Jesus Christ said. Most truly I say to you, you will weep and wail, but the world will rejoice. You will be grieved, but your grief will be turned into joy. And remember what the two witnesses in the book of Revelation would say, and the circumstances surrounding their demise. Notice the parallel to what Jesus told his apostles in John. And those dwelling on the earth rejoice over them and enjoy themselves. The world rejoices. They will send gifts to one another. Why? Because these two prophets tormented those dwelling on the earth. Are you taking note? On that note, I'll finish the video.